Hi everyone, Nicole Roberts here from Templeton, Mass. I am here to talk about holiday baking. So we all know Christmas is around the corner, and although Christmas this year is a little bit different than in years past, you still can get in the cookie baking mood. So there is a group called TS Cooking 101, and we often get a group of ladies together, and you are welcome to join us and cook different recipes from Tastefully Simple. And this time around, we are going to feature holiday cookies. So you can find the holiday baking kit on page 40 of our fall catalog, and again it's $69.95, and it allows you to bake, let's see, I believe it's 7 different types of cookies. And they give you a neat little sheet to print out, and if you PM me, I can always give you the link to all the cookies that you can bake with this wonderful kit. And it gives you freezer tips for baking cookies. And we all know if we have some time, we like to prep ahead and then go ahead and go right into throwing them in the oven. Say you have to give a gift, or you have well, I'm not going to say gathering because we all know we're not doing that these days. But if you have to be somewhere in a pinch, or if you're just craving cookies, you can throw them in the oven. So, and they're ready for you and prepped. So today I am going to be making Snickerdoodles. Snickerdoodles happens to be my mom's favorite, so I picked them. I'm using the cinnamon muffin melt mix. So basically I took the mix out of the box, put it in a big bowl, mixed 6 tablespoons of melted butter and 1 egg until a soft dough formed, and the dough looks just like that. Now to portion my cookies and to get them all the same size, I use the Pampered Chef ice cream scoop. This happens to be my favorite tool for portioning cookies. So what you want to do is you want to get that soft dough to form. You want to go ahead and get a ball formed, and then with that ball I have the cinnamon muffin melt mix. Comes with a cinnamon sugar packet, which you want to put in a shallow bowl, and just go ahead and roll that cookie right into the cinnamon muffin melt mix. So I'm just going to put that aside, and I'm going to do a few more. So you can certainly, as you're mixing them, you can bake them off in the oven. I happen to be doing that this evening because I mentioned Snickerdoodles, and somebody else in my life also said, well, I love Snickerdoodles too, so I hope you're going to be baking me some. I won't mention any names, Laura Hill, but you will be getting Snickerdoodles tomorrow at the shelter. So again, we're going to be making a few more, and then I'm going to show you a trick which I've never tried before, and this is going to be the first time trying it on my video. So we're going to put everything aside, and we are going to use Glad Press and Seal. So this is my first time using this. I don't typically buy this. I'm usually just a saran wrap user. But my thought for this press and seal would be to kind of wrap the cookies up like ravioli. And well, I probably should have started the end of this before the video. So wrap it like ravioli, and that way, if you're only craving half a dozen cookies or a dozen cookies, or you can just cut them off as you need them, and you can go ahead and bake them. So it's all about portion control, as we know, or not. So, okay, this is interesting stuff here. So I'm just going to portion off a sheet of the press and seal and put it sticky side up. And my thought was to put, I don't know if you can see this. Hang on a second here. So I have my press and seal right here. Is to put some of the cookies, little balls of dough. Let's see, I have Christmas music playing in the background. I've actually been playing Christmas music ever since Sirius had it on there. And so press and seal, so you have one sheet, and make the second sheet a little bit bigger. And my thought was to put one over the other, of course, depending it doesn't stick to everyone and everything. And my thought was to take it, let me move my camera here, was to take it and just kind of press around it, And then one more time. That one really didn't work out as we should have. But press around it just so it seals the cookie itself. And you know what would help too would be a wooden spoon. You want to make sure you get all the air out too, because you don't want to freeze anything if you have air in it. So get all the air out, and then you have something that looks like this. I don't know if you guys can see that. So they're all wrapped right around, and then you can fold it in half, and then you can put it in a freezer-friendly zip top storage bag. You can also buy the tin pans in the dollar store, line them up, and just make sure you wrap it tightly. Maybe wrap it in some plastic wrap and then some foil too, just so they don't get freezer burn. But yeah, so that was my thought, is to kind of make them like little cookie raviolis. And then that way you can just cut off what you need, and then whatever you don't need, you can just keep in the freezer for a later date. And then also for baking, I don't know how many of you are avid bakers, or even if you're not. I have a Silpat mat, silicone mat, and I find that this does the best with baking cookies. They don't stick, they brown and cook evenly, and it's definitely a great investment if you are going to be baking a lot of holiday cookies. And so I hope the tips and tricks helped you in this holiday baking season. But again, the holiday baking kit is a great investment because you can make 7 different types of cookies, and even if you're a baker or not a baker, you can sure impress whoever you're bringing your cookies to. So you can look like the professional baker in your life. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more of my videos. And next up, I will be making chocolate almond pound cake cookies. So watch for my video, and thank you everyone for watching, and stay safe and have a good night.